Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stand. Today I'm going to show you how to make this tea light lantern. I think it's going to look unique on your Christmas dining table and it's not very complicated. So let's start it. Okay, so we're going to use our tea time combo set. This stem and the die cut combo set is our brand new design. It's our 2019 fall design. All our 2019 combo set have this special feature. It's perfect to make a shaker card and you don't have to do anything. Just colored it, stamped it, and the features over there is simple and easy. And make sure you check our other tutorial to get more information. So material list, we are going to use our marker set, and we are going to use some foam tape. You won't believe how easy it is. And we have some special die from the die in the embossing to create this kind of crown molding, just to give a little bit touch up. And we are going to need one tea light candle. I like this one, especially now the Halloween is coming. It's so easy to find out. I really suggest you use this LED tea light candle than the real candle light. Is much safer. And I like this one special because you can actually change the battery, and they have two different kind of setting. One is the yellow line. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to see. And the one you can switch it. They actually have red, they turn to purple, they turn to green, and I bought it. It's only $3.99. So check the craft store. I think it's very easy to find out this kind of LED candle light. Okay, so on the market, the largest card is 12 inches by 12 inches. I don't think so it's enough to just use a one sheet of cardstock. So what I do is I just use a letter size of cardstock, and that can come out with this one. So the first one we are going to do, we need two sheets of these. The width is 9 inches, and this one is a 4.25. And then we are going to use our scroll body. If you don't have one, in our other tutorial we show you how to use the without one. So on the 0.5 inches we're going to draw a line, and then the other one is a 4.25, and then we're going to draw a scroll line. So this is 0.5 inches, 4.25, and 4.25. We need the two sheets. Okay, and then the next we are going to need the two sheets square. The size is a 5.25 by 5.25, and this time we are going to they're doing a scroll line. So 0.5 inches, and you're going to rotate it, and the 0.5 inches, and the 0.5 inches, and the 0.5 inches. So you see the scroll line, so that's going to be 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, and the middle should be the 4.25, and we need the two sheets. Okay, and we're going to need the 3 sheets of vellum. So the size of this vellum is 4 by 4. So we need the 3 sheets, and I already stamped my tea time stamp image. So if you don't know how, just make sure you check out the tutorial. We have over 100 different tutorials ready to view. So just go to a DVD library, and any card you see you like, you click the card, they bring to the YouTube. And most of my tutorial is under 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to die cut it. This combo set, they come with a stamp and also come with a 2 die cut. Most of the people, the die cut is like this. So you just place on top of your stamp image and you die cut it. So most of the people that die cut, they don't have any design to cut in middle, and also they have a big gap between the image. So we just include this one in part of our combo set, and then we give you too many different kind of options that you can use this die cut. So, and then you are going to use the reposition tape, just tape it. And then we're going to use our detail die cut. So the detail, you can just do it together, or you want to do separate, it totally after you. So we just put our detail die cut there, and just try to guiding your die cut with the middle of the flower, and it's pretty easy. And then if you can't move around, just use a stylus, okay, and pretty much like this. And we are going to tape it. We're going to run through my big shot machine and I will be right back. Okay, so after we die cut it, we just use our brush, kind of brush off. Okay, and that's what it look like. So when you use a double die, they will give you this white gap. Okay, and you take a look in the back. Between the two dies, there's a little hinge still attached on top. If you want to just use the detail die, you can easily break it off. But for this tutorial, because my cardstock is black, my foundation card is a black color. If I don't have this white gap, my bouquet, the flower is not going to jump out. So that's why I have decided to use the double die, give this white gap between the image and my die cut line, so when you place on top of that black cardstock, they will show better. Okay, and we're going to move to the next step. So we have this cardstock already, and I have my scroll line already scrolled. So we're going to just fold it, and both of them, okay, like this, right? And then we are going to just, in case, we're going to just use a pencil, just mark here and the mark here. So I am going to use my die cut, the outline die cut line. I'm going to just make sure I cut the, you can actually cut the, like all four sides, but I found out two sides is actually good enough. So we're going to cut this one, the one I marked. Don't make a mistake. You want the like a one in the front, one in the back, not like a one in the front, one in the right. Or so that's why I marked that. And go to run through the machine. We'll be right back. Okay, so after you die cut it, that's what look like this, right? We don't really have too much space that we can glue, so they do come with this 1/16 very narrow double side tape. So, and I just use that one, and I am going to just seal the window first, like this. Okay, and then we're going to just tape it. So we're going to make sure we tape both of them. So okay, now I tape both of them, and I have a little bit tape that you can see here. Don't worry, it's not going to disturb your image. And then we're going to pick up the stamped image, and we're going to put it back like that. So what kind of glue I'm going to use? You can use a double side tape. You're going to put a lot of tape, but I like to use this kind of liquid glue. So this one have a kind of fine tip, so you can just put on top. But I found out this is not as sticky as this one. Have you seen this one? I bought it from the craft show. It's only $9.99. This one is awesome because they dry fast, and then they are actually very sticky. I'm kind of waiting until I finish this one, and I can refill this one. Inside this one, I can use this tip. Okay, so I am going to just put all the glue here, and I'm going to tape on top. Okay, and then let's move to the next step. You can see these nice decorated pieces strips here. So what I do is I found out these like a 3D embossing folder. They also have a die cut, so save you a lot of time. You just put the piece of paper here and then run through the machine and die cut it, and that's going to look like that. And they do have a little tips here. So I'm using the mirror paper, okay? It does make difference. If you want to have an emboss, so make sure this mirror paper is face up, okay? So it doesn't make a difference. Let me show you. I accidentally found it. Okay, see these two different. On the top is actually debossed, and on the bottom is embossed. Because I didn't pay attention when I put my paper inside the die cut, I put a different way. So that's how, if this side is embossed, and then when you use the wrong side deposit. But I accidentally find out this one is actually look like a crown molding. So if you use white paper, it doesn't really matter. If you want to emboss or deboss, it depends. Usually when they have like a print image, that's the side have to be faced out. So it's exactly like your embossing folder. So we just put a piece of mirror paper on top, run to the machine, and then they will create a piece like that. And I think that's really pretty to just add a little bit touch up. So we need the 4 strips. Okay, and then we're going to try to assemble them together. So let's flip the piece flip to the back, and I put the 2 line is like a ½ inches from the top to bottom. And what is that? I'm going to show you what is that. So we are going to just use the foam tape. Okay, and then you are going to just put it a little bit there. You don't need to put it all the way through. And then you don't have to peel off the backing. You're probably wondering, what is that, right? This is our stopper. So that's actually remove these 2 pieces. If you only have a square like that, it's kind of like a wiggly, right? So that's why I come out, I have to have the foundation. If you are not planning to shape it, you can just put the tape to tape all 4 sides, and then just kind of put it here, like this, on the bottom. Okay. So that way you have the base, and then they are not wiggly anymore, right? And then we are going to cap it. You only put the cap if you use like a LED candle light. You cannot put the cap if you use real candle, it's going to burn. So try to use the LED candle light, is much safer. So just be a little caution when you want to use a real candle. So we are going to just put it on top. So now you realize what is this 2-piece strip. Those 2-piece strip is a stopper. Without it, when you put this cap on top, this cap will fall. So because I'm planning to put my candle light in the turn on, turn off, right? So I don't want to seal it, and what I'm going to do is just do like that. My first prototype, when I made this car, I didn't cut this square, so I kind of lose some light. So, and especially when you put on the dinner table, you want the light come from the top, come from the side. If you have more time, you can actually do all 4 sides. That looks so pretty. So the rest of them is easy for the top. So we have 2 sheets here. For the cap, I did a square, so it's 0.5 inches, and I'm going to die cut it. And before we do that, we are going to use the pair of scissors. We are going to just cut all 4 corners 45 degrees. So that way, when you put this one on top, they will fit perfectly like this. Okay, and I'm going to cut in the middle, and then I'm going to glue my vellum, so something like that. So we have the top and we have the bottom. The bottom part, you don't really have to worry about this, so just cut it. You don't have to have a window. The bottom top is actually just a support that square, and they are not wiggly. So you put this top and you kind of just insert in the bottom. If you want to, you can put a lot of tape, so that way they will be more steady. So the rest of them, I'm going to just fast forward it and assembling together.